anything worse than the Eclipse.
What?
If there's anything worse than the Eclipse.
What do you mean worse than the Eclipse? You don't like that car?
I mean, like, more gay.
You thought that was a gay car?
Are you kidding,
The
Ryan?
Eclipse?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was a good car.
No, that was so
Oh,
gay.
shit, I should have kept it.
Totally.
See, that's very appropriate. Her moving of the shoulders. The outside. It's very appropriate. What I found with these... Well, that's all I won't talk.
There we go.
Yeah.
There. Good. Good, Nick. Don't fall out on me. See, when he starts to fall out on me, I do a little bit of the shoulder in, and he starts to kind of look for my seat. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
And then sometimes when he falls apart, I just ride him forward, and then I go back into the walking.
When you say fall out, you mean with the hindquarters or the...
It's not just his hind end, it's like he falls away from your seat. It's like he's not looking to maintain contact with my seat through the trot.
Right, right.
You know, he's looking to go the other way.
Well, how he started out with me is he wanted to actually counterflex.
Stay with my seat.
I'm sorry?
He's looking to stay with my seat right now.
Yeah.
So I ask him to trot, and I ask him to stay with my seat, and there he falls out. And so I just take him back to the walk, I do a little active walk where I really push him right forward.
Yeah.
He's following my seat.
Yeah.
And then I go, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me, with my seat. And I'm making him think about, you know, he's actually starting to think about my seat, because I'm not just riding him forward.
Right.
Every time he falls away from my seat, I'm bringing him back and go, no, look at the walk.
Right.
Look at the walk. Insane. I get almost pushy with my seat, and then really push through the trot. And I do that one. Stay with me. Good job. That time, even when I asked him to halt, he came back to my seat.
Right.
And now when I'm posting, see how he's trying to come up?
Right.
Because I've spent a lot of time asking him.
Right.
That I want you to follow my seat. I want you to follow my seat. But I find I have to get, like, I'm having to ride a little forward to lighten my seat so it's easy for him to pick up.
Right. Right.
Does that look like it's working?
Yeah, I mean, with these baroque horses, the biggest thing that I have found is before they can really do anything of any significance, they have to have thoroughness in their work in all three basic gaits. And I feel like his biggest issue is with balance right now. And I don't think that he will be able to achieve a better balanced, more cadenced, impulsive through trot until until he can have enough confidence in the trot to be able to carry you through all your transitions forward and back. And I just feel like that's more of a priority right now. That's all. I feel like the manipulation of the shoulder, moving him out, the leg yield, the slight shoulder fore, I think that's extremely correct and very appropriate, but should not be the main focus. That's just my opinion. I feel like the tempo here is actually probably better, and I would just do more in and out. So having him go a little bit forward for no more than 2 strides or until he really connects through his frame, and then have him half halt again. But I feel like, you know, engagement is good, and so forward, which will lead to engagement, which is correct. I just feel like the overall priority should be more having him work more towards the self-carriage aspect of the walk, trot, and the canter, or in the walk, trot, and the canter, if that makes sense.
I'm not disagreeing. I totally agree with you. I think what I'm saying is when I'm warming him up,
yeah.
He's in his mind.
Yes.
He avoids your seat.
He does, and exactly,
And
yes.
so I can work on cadence all I want, but until he starts welcoming and looking for my
Right,
seat,
right,
he can be cadence underneath me, and the minute I sit it,
right,
I sit on it, it goes to hell.
right, exactly.
So I'm trying to do a little bit of both, where
Right.
I'm like really like emphasizing my seat, like now,
Right.
like really letting him feel it,
Right.
and realizing that feeling my seat is a good thing. Like it
I
starts relaxing.
I completely agree.
And then
Yeah.
I just try and take for a warm up. Like I wouldn't do this in the middle of a or
Right.
I do it for a break.
Right.
So we're doing this as a break. Now I'm gonna go just see how he wants to take my seat away, and I'll go, no, that's not what I wanted.
Right.
And I'll go, and that time he gave me
Exactly.
the seat, and I'll go, good boy.
Exactly. Right.
Because he's got to help me through that transition.
Right. Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah. And at the end of the
big
day,
visible difference.
And exactly. And at the end of the day, he should not have to be supported by the rein at all times, which is I felt when I first got on him was the tendency. And part of it was because I was still trying to figure out his trot, and so I wasn't giving effective half
Well,
with my
if you're
seat.
going to get on him again,
And-
just really exaggerate your seat at the walk and think about. I know you're tired. You're not as tired as you think you are. There's plenty of horse left here. So,
Right.
and then try your transition up, and then you can, if he does it, then you can go into a. Well, the right diagonal would help. But see, now when I work forward, he's welcoming my seat, and I can almost
Right.
rebalance him easier. Come on. Not when I'm looking down.
Right. Right. And at the end of the day, I mean, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And with him, I feel like I feel like there are several different ways that one could go about this. I feel, yeah, if that's what you're doing in the warm-up, I think that's completely correct. And that's